Hi everyone, my name is Pratham and today we're going to be going over trigonometry in physics. The simplest way to express trigonometry in physics is through projectile motion, where we launch some projectile, like a ball, at an initial velocity v0 and an angle theta. Today we want to find out the maximum height that projectile travels. So we first have to find out what component of velocity to use. And what I mean by that is the velocity has two components, v0y and v0x, in the y and x directions. So since height is in the y direction, we want the y component, v0y. And v0y is just v0 times sine theta. We get that from our right triangle here, where since if we express it as the hypotenuse is v0 and the angle is theta, the opposite one will be sine theta, and that's in the y direction. So now to find our formula for height, we have to use one of the big five formulas in physics. Final velocity squared is equal to initial velocity squared plus 2 times the acceleration times the distance traveled. So putting in all our significant variables and solving it for h, we get h is equal to v0y squared over 2g, or v0 squared sine squared theta over 2g. And that just comes when we plug this part that we found out earlier in. So now let's take a practice problem. Let's say a projectile is launched out of a cannon at initial velocity v0 and the angle theta is equal to 30 degrees. So now let's plug in our formula, and we want to find the maximum height. So now let's plug in our formula. So h is equal to v0 squared sine squared theta over 2g. So plugging in our values, we get 10 squared times sine squared times 30, sine square of 30 over 2 times 10. So here we're taking g as 10 meters per second squared, and we're finding out sine 30 as 1/2 if we draw our right triangle. Our right triangle right there. So now plugging all the values and solving it, we get height is equal to 1.25 meters.